Welcome to the Gaston College Writing Center's tutorial on how to use the library database. This is the library's homepage. You can find it by Googling Gaston College Library, and it should be the first link that comes up. On the homepage, you can search for sources using this middle section. You have a few options when it comes to searching. The first is to search all the databases we have access to. In order to do that, I typed my topic into the search box. Let's say I want to research the nursing shortage. That gave me an overwhelming number of results, so I want to narrow down my results by using the filters over on the left. I only want to see sources that have the full text, so I'll select that. I also only want scholarly sources. The most important filter is the date of publication. For most topics, sources published within the last 5 years will be sufficient. For my topic, I want the most recent sources, so I'm going to select the 1-year option. That narrowed down my results significantly, so now I'm going to start looking through them. I can use the Quick Look button to quickly gauge if a source is going to be something I'm interested in. Most of them will have an abstract I can review. If a source doesn't have an abstract, like this one, I can still look at any keywords and the title to decide if it's going to be something useful for me. I want to be choosy with the sources that I read, as some can be pretty long. I don't want to waste my time reading 10 pages that won't be useful for me. Once you find a source that you want to use, I recommend hitting this PDF button if it has that as an option. This will let you read the source and view page numbers, which is helpful when citing quotations. If you decide to use a source, most databases have this Cite button. You can use the drop-down to change the type of source style that you're using, and then you can copy it and paste it into your works cited. Let's go back to the library homepage. Some of your other research options are ProQuest, Google Scholar, America's Newsbank, Sears, and Creator Reference. ProQuest tends to be the default database that instructors refer to. Google Scholar is usually better at showing you relevant sources, but they may be behind a paywall that you cannot access. America's Newsbank can be useful if you're unsure what to write about, as it has a list of suggested topics that are currently relevant. Sears is interesting because it provides you with several things for each source. So looking at Sears, it has trending topics. If I were to pick one of those, such as artificial intelligence, it will then provide me with an overview of the topic, arguments surrounding the topic with sources that support each side, essential questions, and a timeline of the topic. If you've chosen a topic that you know very little about, Sears is a great place to begin your research. Creator Reference is also unique. If we look at its homepage and again pick a topic to search, such as artificial intelligence, it has a mind map over on the right side. This mind map shows related topics that are relevant to what we've searched. And if I pick one of those, such as Chinese room, it then updates the sources over here and relates them to the topic I've clicked. It also updates the mind map. So now Chinese room is in the center of our mind map and it's given me suggested topics that relate to it. If you get stuck during your research, the library homepage has a chat box that you can use to ask our librarians for help. During its active hours, the librarians are pretty good about responding to chats quickly. Remember, you can always come visit the Morris Library in person for more help researching.